Hello, good morning. Welcome back to Fonte Pipa. You've got me this week as the girls are off on holiday down in the Algarve in Portimão. I've got no real footage of taking them away because it was at 5 o'clock in the morning. It was pitch black. I did take some video, but it literally is jet black. There's me filming blackness, Molly. Yeah, let me take the suitcase.
Oh, I've got the light.
No, you've got two.
Yeah, I hope you've got room.
Oh, right.
Stop it!
Is that it? So this week you're going to see what we've sort of been up to. I've been here at the front of the house the last week having a good clean up. Don't know if any of you remember, but a lot of grass is growing up around these edges. That's all now gone. Down here I had the boat out, and I had various bits of equipment and whatnot under the tree here. That's now all gone. Eddie's feeling better, aren't you, Annie? So I'm going to take you on the tractor up to our land up at the top where I've been cleaning. I don't know, I've probably cleaned about 5 or 6 hectares with the chain on the back of the tractor. I'm no longer allowed to do that. The fire bans have just come in. They're about a month early. I'm hoping that next week we might get a few days where the fire ban dips off again, so I can get a little bit more cleaned, because I really would like to clean a bit more of this land. Let's whiz up there and have a look. And I've got the dogs with me at the gates waiting to get out. And I don't know how, but Tilly's the only one we've got. She manages to get out, and she's always waiting the other side of the gate. Come on, you lot. All right. All right. Do you want to get out? Yes. They're off. The goats are already out. And because there's been a couple of fires close by to us in the last couple of weeks, and on the fire website they're quite worried about fires. Like I said, it's coming a month early, so which is quite strange. That means I can't use my cutter, and I'm going to take it off. I'm going to fit the tow hitch back to the back of the tractor, and then I'm going to go and collect the trailer with our firefighting system on the back, so we're ready. So I'll quickly take this off, and then I'm going to take you up to the top and show you what I've cleaned. Let's go. This had some eucalyptus on it, and I've come in here and chopped a lot of it down. Here's another fire road I'm just driving into. Another stack of eucalyptus firewood down there. Now this track is clean, and none of these bushes existed before the fire. So sadly, I've got to come in here and clean a lot more of this out. There's our house and the goat farm. Now during the fire, these little sticks prevented me from coming in here and actually ploughing this after the fire. All those little bits of stick like that were so hardened after the fire they were puncturing my tyres. So thankfully now the roots have worn away and got rotten, but they're falling over and not puncturing my tyres. So all this over here was thick eucalyptus. I've been knocking some of them down there. There was lots of eucalyptus in here. There's some of them there. The chain I've got, I just drive straight through this. This is all eucalyptus. It chops everything up. This is all lots and hundreds of little eucalyptus. So now I've created some large fire breaks. And the eucalyptus you see there is a neighbour's land. So I've cleaned quite a lot in there. It might not look it on camera because the perspective is different on a camera. But you can see these bushes at the side. That's what all of this was like. So this was thick with baby eucalyptus. And I need to start going in there when I'm allowed to drive the tractor in there again. Sticks you can see on the ground here were pine trees that were growing. Obviously a lot of them weren't very big, but now I've cleaned the surface, I've been dragging them with the bucket into piles. We'll quickly go over here and I'll show you the view. That's a boundary marker rock we've got. Oh, as I just said, that's a boundary marker rock, which is almost as tall as me, and you can see how tall this gorse bushes and everything, well, 6.5, 7 feet tall. Well, that was like that all the way down there, all the way over here, and I've cleaned, you can't see it from here, but I've cleaned all the way down there. You can see water just over the crest, I hope. I know the sun's facing into the lens, but there's the Marateca over there. We can see all the way to Castelo Branco. In fact, I can see the mountains on the edge of Spain over there. So we do get a lovely view up here. So now we're going to take a quick whiz back down to the house, and I'm going to go and connect the trailer onto the back of the tractor. And on the journey, you'll probably see a little bit more of what I've been cleaning. Just need to drag all these sticks into some piles. I don't know if we're going to get a chance to do that again this year. If there's a few days that I can use the machinery on the tractor, then I'll come up and I'll do it. All the way from here, the edge of the fire track here was much taller than this. I've come through here and cleaned it. Where Eddie's walking. They'll just get put into piles to rot down. I've cleaned in here all between the trees, and then what I want to do is, once I've got it cleaned a bit, then work out which I want to clean through there and take out thin out a lot more of the eucalyptus. We want to keep some eucalyptus because it's absolutely amazing firewood. But there's a limit to how much I want. You know, you've got to have this line of safety and usability of having firewood. But that's why I'm cleaning, like I did on the other side, such huge strips as a fire break, basically. So hopefully it's all going in the right direction. Well, it might look easy, but that takes quite a few minutes just to get the pin in, you know, get everything lined up. So during a fire, those few minutes could mean the fire's got into a bigger patch of land that I can no longer try and fight. So having this hooked up all the time is something I always do every summer. This trailer and the fire system sits on the back of the tractor 24 hours a day. Right, here we go. And for those of you that haven't seen this before, this is our firefighting equipment. At the moment, this pump is set up not to take water from the tank, but this tap is open, and that pulls the water from this tank we've got here that fills all year round like that. That sucks the water from the tank, pumps it out through this, which I connect here with a quick connector, which if I knock it now, because it's still got pressure in, there you go. So that black pipe runs round here, goes up the wall over there, and it runs underground all the way to the tank at the back of our house. So we use this to fill our granite tank at the back of the house. And right now, what I'll do, I'll turn that off. That's the outlet, but a big outlet for irrigation. That sits behind there. That sits behind there like that. Then this tap, there is, I don't know, 10-12 meters of hose on the top, and inside this bag here is a fireman's hose that I can let out 4 or 5 meters of it. It'll go to me, so I can have it next to my seat when I'm driving the tractor. I can hold it in my hand, I can shut the water off, or I can turn it on with my hand on the tractor. So if I'm driving along the road and there's fire maybe in these little bushes, I can just drive past and put them out. When it's a bigger problem, or we're stuck somewhere, I mean stationary, not stuck, what I've worked out on Google Maps is, and because a few of you have asked for a map of the land, I'm going to put one up in a minute, and what I'll do is I shall show you how I've used Google Maps to work out where are the best places that I can sit in the farm during a fire, be relatively safe where I've got a couple of ways I can get out if it should all go wrong, and I can reach the maximum area of land without having to move this trailer. Because I can change the tap setup, not use the water from that, but only use the water from that whilst I'm sat here stationary. And then if I need to drive off, I can disconnect this, open the tap to the tank, drive off and use the 1,000 litres of water in the back here. There's 25 metres of hose with another fire nozzle on the end. And on this side I've got 2 more rolls of fire hose. In total I think I've got 200 metres of fire hose, which we can connect together in 50-metre lengths. That means I can go all the way to the end of this terrace, I can go all down in here all the way to the river, I can go down here all the way over to the land there, and all the trees you just saw, or you will see in a second when I drive off in front of us, just from staying in this one spot. And from down here I can even get all the way up to the house, so just from this one spot I can protect quite a bit of land. Right, let's go and get this set up and get back to the house. Just putting away the sucker pipe. And like that, I'm ready to drive off. So like I just explained, with the hoses on, I can reach all of this area in here. Come on, Tilly. Tilly. There we go, all back at the house, and that's all ready should we need it, which I hope we won't. All the grass is pretty short around the farm right now. Fencing I've put in around this wall's working very well for the goats. They're now staying a long time in this terrace before they leave. I'm going to go in now and I'm going to start to edit this film.
I'm about to clean the tank out. Here's me thinking I've got a week off. So we are going to open the tap up and I'm going to get inside with the broom and I'm going to hopefully push everything out. Then we're going to clean it with the bleach solution and Dad's going to fill it up. Let's get on with it.
Yeah. Okay. As you can see, we have green netting over the top. And the reason we have that, sorry, Mom.
It's actually an olive net.
Oh, it's an olive net, okay. And we have that because in the summer, all the leaves fall off, all the leaves from the vines, they all fall in it. So it's not Molly's favourite job, that's for sure.
I don't mind it, it's just since we've put the net in, it's a real pain in the butt.
It's because you're tall.
Yes.
And all the lavender's starting to come out. Well, that's if the goats don't get to it first. And down here we have Molly's cherry tree, which is all in blossom now. But I do believe the wild boar have been in our back garden again. Yeah, for sure. And up there, it's the Gardenia Mountains, which we can see from our back garden. Let's just go and have a quick look at Molly's blossom on her tree. Look at that. There's my little shadow, Eddie.
Huh? Yeah, no.
One eternity later, and it's kind of clean. There's a little bit of water on the floor that's a little bit brown, so I'll sweep that out when Dad fills the tank up. But as you've just seen, Dad's gone up the top to clean a bit more land, and he'll be back down in about an hour. So I'll get him to fill the tank up, and I'll show you when it's all full. I mean, I don't hate this job, but it's because I'm so tall and this netting gives me really bad static. Heyo. As you can see, we are up at the goats with the girls, and it's very exciting because I'm about to go and let Geoff out for the first time in a couple of months.
Yeah, so our two male goats are going to spend, I don't know, a month, 6 weeks breeding with his ladies. So he's going to look a bit manky when you see him. He's still got his winter coat.
Yeah.
But we've been brushing him, but we're hoping a couple of days out on the land and rubbing on trees, he'll probably self-groom himself.
So I'm going to head down and let Geoff out.
Right, okay.
See how this goes, shall we?
Geoff, our male buck, he's been in there for about a year probably now. Oh, he's out. Geoff, 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 Anda.
Will doesn't want to come out.
Well, leave the door open.
I have. Oh, he's in the feed room.
He seems to like the green grass more than his lovely ladies. They've been in there so long they're not sure whether to come out or not, are they? I thought Geoff would be.
Oh.
Yeah.
Will's just kind of standing in there like.
Now, for those of you that don't know, Geoff is my dad's name, and Will is my brother's name. Hello, beautiful.
Or do we let the girls out and see if the girls come to him?
Well, I think they'll all wander off together then, won't they? Which
Yeah.
Won't be a bad thing, will it, ladies? Hmm?
Nelly and Star.
Yeah. Bit wary of the camera. Now, that dust is from the girls running around. Geoff really isn't interested. All the girls are out and he's not bothered. They've been fed very well, the two male boys, but not as well as you could feed them by having them out on the land, so I think he's a bit preoccupied with his own belly at the moment, which I don't blame him.
So they're just going to leave him then?
Yeah, it looks like it. Oh well. He'll hook up with them, won't he, eventually?
He'll find him.
So
I'm going to grab the pitchfork.
I've got a lot of work ahead of me to sort all this out. But it'll be worth it. And just so we don't have an accident,
Roll bar.
I'm not going to rip down my shed, so I'm going to take the roll bar down, which I'll have to put back up in a minute to carry on my work.
It's not too much of a pain though, is it?
No, but it could be easier. But
That's going to do the bits and bobs.
right.
It's a lot easier than I thought.
Well, are you sure? Look at that. Look at that compost. So we run a hotbed, which is where you put straw. Just keep replacing layers and layers, very thin layers of straw on the top to cover their poop and everything. One, it keeps the warmth in the winter and gives them a nice soft bed. But look at this black gold. That is going to make an awesome dung pile. It's almost already rotted down to a perfect manure.
But the plan is hopefully to take this bedding out once Geoff's been in here, so there's no smelly goot smell or...
Yeah, so at the moment, this, what Alex has taken away from the doorway will go for their bed. Geoff will be living in here for the next six, 7 weeks. And then
we'll take it out.
And then we take the entire bed out and replace it all.
And start with a new bed. So, right, come on, Molly, let's move these feeders because they've sunk into the...
Oh yeah. Which just means Dad's got more work because he's now going to have to build a compost pile. So we can empty the bed out.
Turn it sideways, darling. Do you want me to do that?
Right in the corner?
Well, just out the way, yeah.
This one's a heavy one.
Oh wow, it's really
Yeah.
soft and loose underneath the hay feeder.
1, 2, 3.
Okey-dokey, that'll be enough today.
So I noticed next door in the feed room, you have a bird's nest. But it's on top of the on the light. So I'll go and...
The solar light.
Yeah.
It's just I'm glad that Dad can fit the tractor in here because I do not want to take this out by hand.
No.
Oh, there you go. Dad's right. There's something about
Yeah.
Well, I designed it for the tractor to come in.
But he didn't think about
do you
roll
want
bar.
to rake that away because that's loose and soft?
Yeah.
What do you want?
I want that out. Just a bit of that
Get
out.
this out! There you go. Give him his orders and he normally does so.
So if you can take that out then...
This is just going to make our life a lot easier so I don't need to keep raking it back every night.
Well, it's going to make your dad's life easier because we're not actually going to be here.
No, but we still have 4 more days of goating.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't realise how much I got in here.
Think about it, there's probably about 10 big bales in here.
That's a lot when you think about it.
I know. grab the pitchfork and then this can, and then I don't know no more out yet.
Scrape it back like that.
Maybe. Old school mode.
There's no way we were getting this done by hand this quickly.
The girls have come to have a look what we've done.
Move
We
the
haven't
feeders.
finished yet and they're already back. I don't actually think you're going to be able to see them there.
But we have moved the feeders because they're an absolute pain in the butt how we have them, because there are so many fights and I get knocked over, so there's a big break in between the ends and stuff so they can't get trapped. And I'm not sure if you can see that, but look, it's back with his honeys.
Girlies.
This is the first time he's been in this barn. Oh! Ah, and that, Dad, is why we don't put the milking stand there. Because you like your trees. Not as much as these little guys. You can see Dad up there. Usually you can always hear Dad, but if you can't see him, you follow the clouds of dust. So we're going to put some hay in for these crazy goats, and we will put some grain in later this evening. You happy to be out, Bob? William. Oh, I reckon they just have to be back with the pack. Honey, Maria, Nellie, Naughty Edna, and Norma. I'm gonna grab the pitchfork and then I'm gonna go in there, which is our hay shed. I'm gonna fill up some bags of hay, not straw, or else Mum will tell me off. So let's get this done. Sorry I'm filming directly into the light, but whilst we're up here, we have a bird nest. I don't know if there's anything in there, you guys tell me. yeah, they've built a nest out of the hay and straw that we keep in here. So I'm going to load some of this up and I'm going to take it into the barn.
Pipa. That's the end of the video. Hope you found it enjoyable and it wasn't too long-winded trying to show you where I'd cleaned. If I didn't do the fast forward bits, I don't think it would have made a lot of sense to you guys. I have taken another lot of footage which I was going to put into this video, but it would have ended up being an hour long, so I think I'm going to try and make another video, a bit of a farm tour really, and I can show you on Google Maps again certain areas of the farm and what we've got on there, what we intend to do with it and everything else. So look out for that in one of our next videos. This week's been quite a busy one really, considering the girls are away. One, I've had all the extra work to do with the goats, which the girls normally do, and edit the video and all the other normal stuff, and fend for myself and do the washing up. I've had a couple of visitors this week at the farm. We had Richard Tasheen, who came and collected his Blue Rams camera and came for a little visit, which was very nice to meet him. So it was nice to meet you, Richard. We also had a visit from Pedro Martins. He lives in Canada, but he's been over in Portugal, and he came to visit us at the farm, and he came to see us to buy some of the wooden items, and he took a selfie picture of himself with us, so I put that in here. It was very nice to meet everybody, and we shall see you all next week. Take care everyone. Bye.